Okay, so I just want to start and kind of go over those 4 vital behaviors that I'm sure you've heard over and over and over again, either like read about it or some of the videos that you've watched. They're always talking about the 4 vital behaviors. So those are, the first one is invite, invite, invite. So invite people to challenge groups, invite them to join your team, invite them to do all of those things. I was slow to start with that. I started posting on Facebook, but really the inviting, like the meat of it, is going to be actually sending direct messages to people and doing those things. You're going to get a lot of no's, and don't get discouraged with that, because always look at those as like little seeds that you're planting. Eventually they might come around. Follow them up every once in a while. Or you might get a lot of no responses. That's okay. Like, go out, they always say, go for the no. Like, every maybe 1 out of 10 people respond. So just the more that you invite, the better. You'll hear people say, like, talk about power hours. Some people set aside a block, like an hour block, to really do everything they have to do. They say to invite 5 a day. Well, for me, you have to kind of find what works best for you. Like, I would rather sit and knock out like 15 to 20 in one day and do it for the whole week versus 5 every single night. Like, I don't know, that's just easier for me to manage, is just doing a block at a time and then following up the rest of that week. And then next week, message like 20 more people. Like, that's just my preference. So you just have to kind of find what works with your schedule and what works best for you. The second vital behavior is be the product of the product. So you're drinking your Shakeology, you're doing your workouts, you're sharing your story. That's the easy part. That's the part we love and that we're good at. So hopefully that's all going well. The third vital behavior is personal development. I'm going to lie, I did not buy into that at first. Like, self-help books, are you kidding me? Like, that's stupid. I don't need to learn it, like, I don't know. I don't have time for that. So I didn't read anything until this summer. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to, Stephanie actually sent me a book for when I hit Emerald. So I'm like, okay, I have a book. Like, I'll just take 10 minutes at night and start reading. And I've really noticed like a big difference in my like drive since I started that personal development this summer. Now, granted, I had a little more time on my hands this summer because, I teach. But I don't know, something about it. Like, you just kind of are reflecting on what you're doing, and it kind of gives you that inspiration to go out and help others. So I don't know, the one I'm reading right now is You Are a Badass. So that's a good one. I know Stephanie always raves about The Compound Effect. I'm not sure who that's by, but that's the one that I plan on picking up next, is that. So I know I didn't personally dive into that right away, but now that I have, I'm addicted. Hi, Nicole. Oh, are you muted? Can you hear me, Nicole?
Okay, I didn't know I had to press the button. Sorry.
Hi.
I'm late because I had to download the app and it took forever.
Oh, that's okay. Hi.
Sorry.
We just kind of got started. Carly's on here too. Have you met Carly before, Nicole? Have you guys met each other?
I don't think so.
It's Carly is John Mertler, Danny's best friend.
No.
It's his wife. So I didn't know if you'd been around.
Oh, maybe I have. Oh.
Dude, no.
I don't know. But anyways, we just kind of were getting started. I started with kind of going over the 4 vital behaviors that you hear all the time and you see all the time. So what are those 4 things? So the one is invite, invite, invite. Number 2 is be a product of the product. Drink your Shakeology, do your workouts. You've done that for years. You're a pro at that. Personal development. I was just telling Carly how I did not buy into that right away, like self-help books. I ain't got time for that. But I did start reading them this summer, and I'm addicted now. Like, I just love how it makes you reflect on what you're doing, and then it's kind of given me a drive into my business side to kind of like help inspire others from what I'm reflecting on as I'm reading. So if you haven't started that, I highly recommend it. The one that I'm reading is You're a Badass. I know Stephanie really raves about the compound effect. That was her favorite one, so that's going to be my next read. But there's tons of stuff out there. Anyway, so the 4th vital behavior is recognize, recognize, recognize. That's the new one. So that's where you want to celebrate achievements and results of others. So this could be like, as you sign coaches, this could be like an accomplishment that a coach has. This could be an accomplishment of a challenger. Maybe they had, like, we're doing a challenge group with you and they had like great results. Ask them if you can share that. Of course, get permission first, but celebrate that, because that's what we want. Okay. So those are the 4 vital behaviors. The next part, I just kind of want to, and this is going to be good because we are all on the same Team Cup team in August. So these are all things that we want to definitely be shooting for next month, which is Success Club. So Success Club, you want to try to hit Success Club 5 every month. And for you to, if you hit it this month or next month, that'll count as your first month. And if you hit your first, second, and third month, you get a free ticket to Summit next year, which would be awesome. And by the way, they should be announcing, they're either going to announce next year's Summit either at opening tomorrow or closing this weekend when they're at Summit, because they're all doing Summit this weekend in Nashville. So I'm going to be looking out for that, because I plan on buying my ticket like ASAP. And so what you guys would do if you want to go is go ahead and buy that ticket, and then if you hit Success Club in your first 3 months, then they'll reimburse you for that ticket. So that's kind of how that will work. But to hit Success Club, so you can do that 2 ways. So you can get 2 points if you sell a challenge pack. So that's when you have the program and you sell the Shakeology with it, a challenge pack. And you get 1 point for a Shakeology home direct, but it has to be like a home direct order. Like if they do a one-time Shakeology order, you won't get a point for that. So I always encourage HD to everybody, and really it's kind of silly if they don't, and because they save about $13 on shipping. So if they do it one time, like that's one way to kind of reel them in. Like, listen, just do it, set an alarm on your phone, so that way if you decide to cancel that next order, you know to call and cancel before it's automatically reshipped. But that's the way to do it. I mean, they're going to save $13. And that's a huge chunk when they're already paying $130 for it. So
can I ask a question real fast?
Yeah, go ahead.
Your mom does it every other month, right?
She's been getting it every month, but she's delayed it here and there.
Okay. So would you still get credit for that? Because my neighbor is thinking about it, and she was just a little worried about how expensive it is at first. I'm sure she'll become addicted, but so would I still get credit if she decided to well, yeah, I guess I would, because she would have to sign up for the home direct.
Yeah, I would recommend, and that's a good point too, because you'll only get a Success Club point on that initial order. So like when they get it reshipped on the second and third month or whatever, like you don't get points for that. You'll still get commission every time, but you only get a point on that initial order. But yeah, you'd want to have them sign up for HD, and you can always have her like delay the next shipment and do it that way. And they're trying to make it easier. I don't know if you saw one of Stephanie's posts that's coming out. Not yet, but they're supposed to be emailing everybody when like their Shakeology order is coming up, so they can decide right then, okay, I need to delay it, or I need to change my flavor, so that way it'll be a little bit easier, because sometimes it is a surprise, like, oh shoot, I didn't realize that, my order was supposed to come. So that will be helpful too. So you can kind of tell them that. I'm not sure of the exact date. I think it was August sometime.
I think it said August 1st, but I can't remember.
Yeah, so that'll be nice. But yes, that's the best way to go, really. I mean, you can delay up to like 2 months even, I think. So if they really get backed up on product, that's one way to go. But yeah. And so I always tell customers, like, you save $13 by doing it, and there's no penalty to cancel. And really, I've never had anybody do a one-time order after that once they realize that. So that's how you can get those Success Club points. They also usually do giveaways every month for hitting Success Club. Like last month was a webinar. This month is a Shakeology canister for your whole, like your bag will fit in there, and like 3 Shake-Up packets. I'm pretty excited about that because I hit this month. So I'm excited about that. So basically, you're helping 3 people every month. Like if you hit Success Club 5, you help 3 people every month. So that's a great way to, like, that's why we're here. That's what this is all about, is helping people. So that's a good goal. Something else to keep in mind, if you can get 3 people drinking Shakeology regularly, that covers your cost right there. So like the commission you make off of 3 people's Shakeology orders completely covers your cost. So that's something else to shoot for. Let's see here. So the other thing that we do every month are the challenge groups. Stephanie is awesome, and she's really good about making it kind of a team effort. I know some people's teams, like, they'll become a coach and they're just kind of like thrown off onto their own, and they're like, okay, host your own challenge groups. But she kind of lets us all do it together, which is nice, because the more people you have in a challenge group, the more interaction you have, and just the more successful people are with it. So plug people into challenge groups, but you want to make sure that people that you plug in are your customers, and they're using Beachbody products. We always say they're either doing a Beachbody like program, or they can be doing their own thing. Maybe they're a runner or CrossFit or something else, which is fine, but they need to at least be doing Shakeology with it, or the performance line. Or they can be doing both. They can do the Beachbody and the Shakeology. So I even like I know a lot of people who already have some Beachbody programs on their own. So I'll let them still join, but I always make them sign up for me to be their free coach first. You always want them to be a customer before you plug them into any kind of group. So any questions on that? And then we're going to I'm going to share my screen here and kind of go into the back office a little bit. Any questions? Okay, let's see here.
Oh, I love this one.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So here is my Beachbody account here. The first thing I want to show you is right here is where the frequently asked questions are. I just want to go in here for a second. I noticed this today, actually, when I was getting ready for this call. This right here, this is new, where it says customer coach change. That's awesome, because a lot of times if somebody buys like a Beachbody program like through Beachbody website and not through a coach, they're automatically assigned like a random coach. So like sometimes you'll be talking to people who already have like a product and they're like, oh, I already have a coach, but I don't know who this person is. So you can have them, this might be the easiest way to have them change their coach to you. So that's kind of nice. The second thing, so this is where you can like search anything. You'll see like frequently FAQ and then a number attached to a lot of different like facts on the back office. And like when Stephanie posts stuff, sometimes she'll have like the FAQ number attached to it. So this is where you can come to kind of search that number. So I just want to search just so you can see military waiver, because this is important too. If you guys have any military, if you know anybody that's in the military or their spouse is in the military, they can basically become a coach for free. So I don't know why it's not. Where is it at? Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. So I'm under Team Beachbody. I want to go to Coach FAQ. Okay. Now if I search military waiver, it will give you all the details that you need to tell them. So basically they can get the 25% off any Beachbody product for free. They'll have to pay the $40 enrollment fee, but then they're reimbursed for it. And then that $16.90 whatever like monthly fee is waived. So basically they can just be a coach for free and get the discount, which is awesome. And then that's good for you too, because you'll have a coach on your team. So any questions on the military? Aspect of that?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So that's the FAQ. Then down here is where that contact us. This is how you can get to that chat option, the live chat. Like if anybody has any issues with their order or anything like that, this is the easiest way to go. I've used it a lot. I don't know if you guys have used it yet, but it's really fast. It's all like, you don't have to wait on the phone. They respond pretty quickly. And what's nice is that they send you an email of the transcript. So there's like documentation of what was said. So I like that factor too. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let me actually go into my back office now. I just want to kind of point out some stuff on here. Okay, so all this information here on the left, there's your number, your coach ID if you need it. These are where your alerts come in. So if you have like a new customer, like if you know somebody is signing up for a free account or you know, they want to join a challenge group, so they're just doing a free account. This is where you can come to see, you know, if those have gone through. So they'll come there, and you can also get to your customers through this My Business. You can get to your customers that way. Go back. This is where you can go in and change your Shakeology order. But like I said, they're supposed to be emailing us, so it might be even easier than that. But that's where I've gone to change flavor or anything like that. Over here is the breaking news section. So I'll go in here every once in a while and just kind of see what's going on. This is how I found out about the club membership, how they were going to add those different ways that you could purchase it. I don't know if you saw that post that I did. So now instead of it being the club membership was always, you know, $40 quarterly. Well, now they've given a couple other options. Like I think it was, don't quote me, I can't remember what it was, but like $99 for like the whole year. And then there was another option too, but I can't remember what it was. But I found that out by just kind of like browsing through this section here.
So how does that automatically apply, or do you have to go in and like change that? Because obviously I would want to pay for the whole year.
So yeah, I know that's what I'm going to do too. So actually, let's see if we can find it. Let's see. I emailed all of my customers to let them know. Where is that? Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I don't see it on here. I can send you the link because I posted, like I copied and pasted it into Team BFit because I wasn't sure if everybody saw it. And there was a link that said like click here if you want to change it.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. Okay.
So, but yeah, I don't know what that's going to look like in the future. Like, I don't know if it'll send you an email, like to let you know, hey, like we're going to be charging you because normally like they don't notify you. It's just, I know every 3 months on my bill that like 39 whatever is going to show up on my statement.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how it will roll out, I guess, but anyway, so that's that. This like little section here kind of shows you your Success Club qualification. So I've hit SC5 for this month. It shows you how many Success Club points you have for the month. And those do not show up right away. So if you have somebody buy a challenge pack and you go into your back office and you're like, I don't have Success Club points, like that's okay. Like it's even taken like 2 or 3 days for it to show up before. It just totally depends. But you can always go to your customers and then actually, let me show you. So if I go to my customers here and let's say, like if you click on, trying to find somebody who, you can click on their customer ID and go to order details. And then you'll like right here is where you'll see like challenge pack and it will list all that. So that way you know the challenge pack went through. And if the challenge pack went through, like your Success Club points will show up. It just might be delayed. But yeah, you can look up their orders this way too. Or you can go to customer orders here this way. Oops. And it'll show you. And it also shows you like she's on Shakeology, so her last Shakeology was shipped on July 1st. So.
Nicole, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
For if we have new coaches come in, do we get commission right off the bat from them? Like
that's a great question. So you, like your new coaches, you'll get a commission off that initial order. So like if they signed up with a challenge pack, you'll still get the Success Club points and you'll still get commission. But then after that, like if they're going to keep drinking Shakeology, you won't see that commission. But you won't get like the commission, but it'll count as volume. And let me go here. So like one of the things that you want to shoot for is to try to get to Emerald. So to be an Emerald coach, you basically have 2 coaches underneath you, one on your right leg and one on your left leg. And once you hit that, then you are eligible for cycle bonuses. So that's when you'll see those coaches that are underneath you, like that volume that they're buying and that they're selling will help you with cycle bonuses. So like if you look right here, on my volume. Like the cycle bonuses are kind of complicated a little bit. Like an Emerald coach, you get $14 is a cycle. And to cycle, basically what they do is they look at your left leg TV here and your right leg. And basically they subtract $200 off of your strong leg, like where there's the most, and then $100 from your left leg, or from your other leg, your weak leg. And every time they can do that, that's a cycle. So like, let's say I have $400 here, just to keep it simple, and $200 here. They would be able to cycle twice. So I'd get $28. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like, that's kind of how, like, when you have those coaches underneath you, that's how you'll benefit from their volume. Does that make sense? So you'll get commission off the initial, but then after that, it's just volume towards your account.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, if you go into like the commission, should it show you? 'Cause mine says like 0, so that's why I was wondering.
You know, I've always had trouble with that for some reason. Like, I look, yeah, I actually look, because sometimes it's delayed. Like, Beachbody runs like Thursday to Wednesday. So like, or maybe it's Friday to Thursday. Like Thursday is their payday, basically. So everything's updated on Thursdays. So like, I can't remember when she ordered. Like if she ordered on like a Friday, like it wouldn't show up until like the following, like not that Thursday, but the Thursday after. So
Okay.
I can't remember when that was, but yeah, keep looking for that, because you should definitely get commission for that.
Okay.
And speaking of that, was she able to get a hold of the customer service and get her bag replaced?
Yeah, as soon as I got a hold of her, I just told her to call and let them know. And she's actually on vacation now, so she's going to come back.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So I actually start looking. I don't even go in and pay attention to that. I go to my account, my like PNC account, and just see what shows up. I'm like, surprise, there's money in there. But like this will show you here too. If you go over to Leadership Ladder, on this tab here, you'll hear people start talking about Leadership Ladder, like climbing that ladder. This is how you can kind of see where you're at. So I always look at Success Club to see where I'm at here, and I always look at Leadership Ladder. So this up top shows you how much you've made like so far in that month. So like last month I made 309. This month I've made 302 so far, and it just kind of like, this is where you're at, and then over here, this is what I need to get to the next like rung on the Leadership Ladder. So it's basically like, you don't get anything for getting there. It just kind of gives you a good way to know that you're building a solid foundation for your business. So it kind of shows you like what you should be doing or what you should be shooting for. Does that make sense? So I look there because your commission will show up there too. Any questions on that?
I don't think so. Thank you.
Okay. So on the topic of Leadership Ladder, I want to show you, I don't know if you guys have gone in here yet. If you go under news and training, there's so much in here. It's ridiculous. So here's your like getting started here. Coach kind of teaches you those fundamentals, how to get to Emerald. It kind of gives you like a description of each and like what you need to get there. So like if I go to Emerald, it shows you, okay, like these are the things that you need to be doing. Like do this. So there's that. Here's the Leadership Ladder. So you kind of know. So like when you start off as a coach, you're not on the ladder yet. So like this rung here is what you shoot for first. So if you get $100 in commission, SC5 and a coach, then you would like reach that rung as a business starter. And then this is what to shoot for. And if you go to learn more, I think it kind of tells you of things that you can do to help grow a strong business. So there's lots of stuff in there. But yeah, I mean, back to the Emerald. So I kind of talked about the team cycle a little bit. The other thing with Emerald that's really awesome is you can get free leads. So to get free leads, you have to be Emerald, you have to be active, and you have to hit SC5. So you have to hit Success Club to get free leads. And basically, those are going to be those people who bought a product off the Beachbody website and didn't go through a coach. Then you are that random coach that they get assigned to. So you can get, free commission on stuff for strangers that just signed up through the Beachbody website. So that's kind of cool. I hit last month was the first time I hit Success Club 5. And I've gotten, I think, like 6 free leads this month. Because if you hit last month, then you start getting leads the following month. And I've gotten 6. So I'm like, that's kind of cool. I mean, most of them were free accounts. I had a couple club accounts. But hopefully they'll buy more and then I'll get commission for that, for a complete stranger.
Yeah.
Basically.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay. So any other questions on the back office or anything that you saw that you were not sure of or anything you wanted?
So I've been playing. I go in there and look every day and play around with stuff. So
yeah, there's a lot in there. I just kind of want
to user friendly.
Yeah. But the other thing that I wanted to show you is what Steph showed me a while back, and I wish I would have known right off the get-go. So one of the 4 vital behaviors is invite, right? So how do you keep track of all that? Because if you're inviting 20 people to 30 people a week, not every, some people respond, some people don't respond, you forget who you message, it can get, overwhelming. So she showed me this, she just made this in her Google Drive and Sheets, and I kind of edited to what I wanted or changed it. But so down here I have tabs. So this tab is everybody I've sent an invite to. And so I'll say when I contacted them, if there was a response, I'll put it here. If there was no response, then I'll follow up with them in a week or so. So I'll kind of put that follow-up date there if there was a response after that. And I was actually surprised. I sent out a lot of follow-ups, a few weeks ago. And I was surprised at the number of people who responded to that and didn't the initial invite. So that follow-up is really important. Then, oops, move this. Over here, so then I have my action. So if somebody is interested in a challenge group, then I'll add them to the tab down here where I've got follow-ups. So then over here, so this tab are the people who showed interest at one point in time. So I'll say what they're interested in, when the last contact was, and then here I'll put my next follow-up. Maybe they might say, oh, I'm too busy, but maybe once we get started back with school, I'll be ready. So then here I'll put September. So then when it's time, you can sort this A to Z and then easily see who you need to contact that month. And then I've got a tab here for customers, coaches, who I've got in the free clean eating challenge, who's in my 21-day fix accountability group. That way I know who to kind of check on. And then who's in a current monthly group. And this is my who might be joining August. These are kind of my people that I've got my eyes on. And then, oops. I've got a tab for my free leads so I can kind of keep track of those. But I wish I would have started this from day one. It would have been a lot easier. So I wanted to show you guys that now. So, any questions on that? I know it's a lot.
Where it says like future CG, what does CG stand for?
Challenge group.
Oh,
Future challenge
that.
group.
Yeah. I'm like trying to figure out, like, is that like coach girl? Like,
No,
I mean-
and like I'll even put here like under interest, like I do have some people that I'm like customer, maybe a coach, like, you know, and then like, you know, I'll like here, like I'll make a note, invite to a coaching event for those people. So it's just a way that I've kind of, it's helped me to stay organized. But I definitely wanted to show you guys that. So any questions on that or anything you wanted to see? I know it's kind of clicking through there fast.
no.
Okay. Just the other two things I want to tell you. So with like taxes and stuff, I think if you make more than it's either $500 or $600, then you'll have to claim that on your taxes. I haven't had to do it yet. I will have to this year. So we'll see how that goes. But Stephanie did say that you can claim all of your like Shakeology as a business expense. So like make sure to save those invoices you get in your boxes so that you can apply that if needed. So just wanted to throw that out there just in case. I mean, hopefully you make enough to have to claim it on your taxes. But yeah, so that, and then just kind of know what challenges are coming up so you know what to, you know, invite people to. Like August, we've got the Back to Basics starting August 15th. I'm going to do a Shakeology sampler, like 7-day challenge on the 8th. So feel free to invite people to that. They can order a Shakeology sampler to try and then plug them into that group. So feel free to invite them to that. But yeah, that's really about it that I wanted to show you, unless you guys have other questions.
I don't think so.
You guys ready to kick butt for our team cup next month?
Oh my gosh, I'm kind of pissed at my cousin's wife because I told her about my cousin's in the Army. So I mentioned to both of them about the discount, and then she signed up under somebody else.
Mm.
I think she and I aren't very close, so I guess I'm not surprised. But I'm like, there's rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
She's nice. I like her. Rose being a brat about it. But yeah, that's just kind of,
Yeah.
that was a little bit of a kick in the balls, I guess. But
So
hopefully there will be others.
I'm sorry.
What's up, Carly?
So I have a couple of family members that have showed interest, and then like, we've been texting back and forth, and then they just totally stopped talking to me. So right now I'm like on the fence. Do I text them back? Like, how do I don't want to push them.
Right.
At the same time, like if they're interested, I want to be there. So do you have any suggestions?
That happens. That does. It happens a lot. Like you think they're like so close and then there's like nothing. Like, you know, you respond and you're like, hey, you know, like you can say, you know, as it gets closer to like the challenge group, like, hey, you know, I just wanted to reach out and see if you were interested, you know, want to make sure you get your product in time. Is this something you're interested in? Or you can just say, you know, you can also add to that. If now's not a good time, can I put you on the list to contact for a future group? You know, we run these every month. And if that's the case, then in here, you would plug them into your interest group and then like make a note to contact them when that would be a better time.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, but that does happen. I mean, you'll get lots of no responses. You'll get lots of no's. You'll get lots of, you're almost there, but they just don't follow through. It happens. But the follow-up is important. Some of those people will come around. I mean, Carly, I think I messaged you when, I don't know when that was. It was like months ago. And you didn't respond, girl. And then you like messaged me one day and you're like, hey, I want to become a coach. And I'm like, what? That was easy. So, I mean, that happens. Like I said in the beginning, like every time you reach out to someone, even if they're not responding, like that's still a seed that you planted. So, you know, if they ever down the road are interested and want to do something, they'll remember that and come back to it or come back to you. So,
Sure.
Yep. Good questions, guys. Anything else? I hope that this kind of leaves you feeling less overwhelmed. I know I felt really overwhelmed in the beginning. You know, in times when you're feeling super overwhelmed, just remember that you became a Beachbody coach for yourself. You know, you love the product. You're doing this for you. You're getting a great discount. And if you do absolutely nothing with the business, you're still getting your Shakeology cheaper. So there's always that. So just remember that in times that you get stressed out or overwhelmed.
All right. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. Anything else, ladies?
I don't think so.
Well, thanks for spending the time with me tonight. I appreciate it.
For sharing your expertise.
Oh, no problem. You know, you guys can reach out anytime.
Very good.
All right. Bye, John.
Bye.
All right. Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Nicole, nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Bye-bye.